So, good morning, students. Welcome to the science class of class 8th. Last day, we have finished the second chapter, that is microorganisms, and today we are going to start this new chapter, that is synthetic fibers and plastics. Okay, so in this chapter, we will discuss about the different types of synthetic fibers and their uses, and the plastics and their uses. Okay, so first of all, we want to know that is what are fibers. So fibers are, that is the thread like substances from which we can prepare the different substances, especially the cloths, that we prepare the cloths. Okay, so these are called this thread like substances are called as this fibers. And fibers, if we are talking about this fibers, the fibers can be mainly it is classified into two types, that is natural and artificial or man-made. Okay, and natural, further it can be classified into two types, that is from animals and from plants. Okay, and these things we had discussed in your previous classes. Okay, that is the different fibers that are obtained by the plants and animals, that are natural fibers, that we had already discussed in your previous classes. So like this cotton, this jute, and then silk, wool, these all are these natural fibers. Okay, but here in this class we will discuss about this artificial fiber or synthetic fibers. Okay, so before discussing these fibers and their classification, we want to know about some terms. Like here in this diagrams, you can see there are different small units are joined together. Okay, these small units are joined together. So these small units, in the case of these fibers, these are called as monomers. These are called as monomers. The monomer is what? Monomer, like if you are talking about this chain, the monomer is what? This one is monomer, this one is also a monomer, this is also a monomer, this is also a monomer. The monomer means it is a simple unit of a given chemical molecule, because these synthetic fibers are made up of these chemical substances. These are made up of these chemical substances, that's why these are the synthetic, that's why these are called this synthetic fibers. So monomer is what? It is the simple unit of this given chemical molecule, this simplest form. Like in this chain you can say this one is called this monomer of this chain, means it is one of the simplest form of this chemical molecule. So these chemical molecules are called this monomer. So here it is, you can see it is written, monomer is a simple unit of a given chemical molecule. This molecule is called as that monomer, and when these different monomers are joined together, they form a bigger molecule. This bigger molecule that is formed by the combination of the monomer, means the simplest unit, is called a polymer. It is called as a polymer. So you can see it is written, a polymer contains molecules of the same substance joined together to form a long chain or a bigger molecule. These are called this polymers. You can see in this diagram also, you can see these, one pin is a monomer, one pin is a monomer, but when these pins will join to form this long chain, this long chain will be called as a polymer. So one unit is monomer, and when these units will join together to form a long chain, this will be called as a polymer. So these two terms are, because you have to keep in your mind, because these synthetic fibers are the polymers. These are the polymers, okay, of particular chemicals. Okay, these are the monomers and polymers. So one more thing is the property by the virtue of which a substance can be molded into various form is called plasticity. Like you have seen this plastics, by gentle heating they start to change their shape, and by this heating they can be converted into different various shapes. So this property by which they can be molded, molded means they can be converted into various form, is called this plasticity. Because of this property, these plastics are known as this plastics. They are named as plastics because they represent the property of this plasticity. Okay, and these substances itself are called plastic. So this is called this plastic substance. Why? Because they have the property of this plasticity. Okay, and one more thing, these plastics are formed by a chemical molecule, means the simplest chemical molecules, they are joined together. Okay, means they are made up of monomers. The different monomers combine together to form a polymer, and these polymers by which these polymers are formed, this is called this polymerization. Okay, so the process by which artificial fibers are made from the simple molecule is called polymerization. So you can see the different definitions it is given over here, that is the monomer, polymer, and plastic and plasticity. So monomer is the simplest molecule in a polymer is called monomer. In a polymer the simplest molecule is monomer, and these monomers combine to form a large chain, it is called as a polymer. Plastic is what? A material which can be easily molded into various forms is called plastic, and the plasticity is the property of material by which it can be molded into various forms is called plasticity. Okay, so these are the different terms related with this synthetic fibers. Okay, so after knowing about this synthetic fibers, that we came to know that these are polymers. So we will discuss the different types of synthetic fibers. Okay, the different types of synthetic fibers. So first fiber is called this rayon or artificial silk. It is called this rayon or artificial silk. Silk, we are aware that we had discussed in your last class that silk is a native of this China, and it is very good as this natural fiber obtained from the silk moth. Okay, so in the same manner this rayon, but this silk is a natural fiber, but this artificial silk has the same property that is of silk, but it is a synthetic fiber. Okay, so the raw material for the production of this rayon means that is artificial silk, is the pure cotton or wood cellulose. Okay, the rayon is sometimes called regenerated fiber. These terms are important. Rayon is also called as this regenerated fibers. Okay, because it is made from this wood cellulose, because it is produced by modifying the natural fiber, that is why it is called this regenerated fiber. So rayon is not a truly an artificial fiber because its raw material is a natural fiber, that's why it is not totally an artificial fiber. Okay, so here you can see the steps by which the rayon is prepared. So first step is that pure cotton or cellulose is soaked in 30% solution of caustic soda up to 3 hours. Okay, you can see this is the setup. This is the caustic soda in which it will be soaked. Okay, the caustic soda solution is then removed and the product is generally warmed with carbon disulfide, and the product so form is called cellulose xanthate. Okay, it is called the cellulose xanthate. After that, cellulose xanthate is again dissolved in caustic soda solution, which is formed another product is called viscose solution. This is important thing, this viscose solution. Okay, the sodium xanthate that is formed is dissolved in caustic soda solution and it is converted into this viscous solution. Okay, then this solution is carefully filtered and remove any insoluble impurity, and then the last viscous solution is then slowly passed through the sulfuric acid. It is passed through sulfuric acid in the bath of the dilute sulfuric acid. The viscous hardens to form a very fine filament. This is then it is wounded into spool. Okay, so this is how this synthetic fiber, that is rayon, is prepared. Okay, the different steps are given over there. So once we got this synthetic fiber, the main thing is that synthetic fiber, the rayon, is obtained from the cellulose of the plant. Okay, since it is from this cellulose, that is plant part, so it is called this regenerated fiber. Okay, and this regenerated fiber, that is artificial cellulose, artificial silk, it is formed and woven into the cloths. Okay, there are different uses of the rayon. The filament of rayon can be woven like any other natural fibers, mean we can it can be woven and can be converted into the cloths. Rayon filaments are blended in with wool to manufacture the carpet. Okay, then rayon filaments are blended with cotton to make smooth silky cloths, that is used for making bed sheets. And long filaments of rayon are used for making reinforced automobile tires. You can see it is used for tires, for bed sheets, and for manufacturing of cotton. So students, this is the first type of artificial fibers. The second is, that is nylon. It is also very important and very common in our life. Okay, so it is manufactured by this amide molecule. It is prepared by the polymerization of this amide molecule. Okay, the amide molecules are obtained from the petroleum products. It is obtained from the petroleum products by chemical process. The nylon fibers consist of very long chain polyimide molecules. Okay, so it is the monomer will be this amide. It is the amide molecule that will be monomer in the case of nylon, and its polymer is called this polyimide molecule. Okay, the nylon fibers are elastic and water resistant. Okay, so there are the uses of this nylon. It is used for making clothing and parachutes. It is used for making ropes for rock climbing and fishing net. It is used for making common household articles such as toothbrush, common gyps, hooks. It is used for making tire cords and a string of tennis racket. And it is used for making small parts of machine. Okay, like washers and pulleys. Okay, so these are the different types of artificial fibers that we had discussed is about rayon and nylon. The next part we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, so revise it. Thank you.